Hi there, this is NikitaNet, and what I've got on the bench today is something rather special. I've found no video evidence of its existence on the internet, enough reference to it, and well, some technical information, but let's go unbox this in the next section and see what this is all about, because this is the Canon Canoscan 2700f. So, let's get started. So as you can hear, we've got some crackly plastic bags. We'll start out with that to get it out of the way, but what's in that bag is very simple. A SCSI cable, a SCSI terminator I should say, and a power cable that are, well, all required for this device, so that's not really interesting, so let's get it out of the way. The device is packed in some very nice foam. Going by the age of this box, it held up quite well. You get some CDs and some floppy disks. Yes, and there's a very specific reason for this, because this Canon, well, Canoscan 2700f came with its own, well, ISA, yes, ISA, well, adding card for your computer, which is no longer relevant, but the discs are included, although that specific add-in card was not in this package. Software is nicely wrapped by its previous owner, so that's good. Then you get some literature, yes, a proper film scanner Canoscan 2700f, well, quick start guide. I'm feeling something in here. Yes, an information card, some extra information, wonderful. And also a booklet or a book on that specific, well, SCSI host adapter card, yes. ISA to SCSI host adapter with external only connector for plug and play systems. Yeah, they needed to include that basically for the simple reason that this thing uses SCSI, and most PCs at the time didn't. That was more of a professional interface. Now comes the interesting part, because I am going to first show you this, and it's majorly dusty. So let's unwrap it quite quickly. I need to clean this bag or rebag this thing, because it is film stuff. But this is for IP 2400 film, or as they also call it, well, what did they call it? APS. Yes, APS film. And this device is insertable into this scanner, which is very nice, because without this thing I most likely wouldn't have bought it at the time. Afterwards I would have, because now I know what this device really is. But I wanted a complete package, because with old computer gear it's always the most difficult thing, well, getting spare parts and completing your set, right? But this is a film holder, and it's called the Canon FilmView IW50. Very nice. Oh, even includes a little window for scanning the information on that relatively small film. Right. So, now, the tricky part is unboxing this thing without tipping over the camera, so I'll do that off camera. I'll be right back. So getting this thing entirely in frame is quite impossible, at least for me. Let's see, can we add a little bit of a light? Well, we'll have to muddle through, right? So this is the Canoscan 2700f, and you get, beside that camera looking thing, you get a little bit of a, well, specialty item with it, which is a film holder for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frames. Now you can add into this device slides, so slide frames, this thing, like so, right, and then push in per frame, right, And you can add in that wonderful little camera, right? Yes, I cleaned the bag already, but that's a little bit of a hassle, right? Well, it works quite neatly, but before that, let's just quickly turn it around and give you a view of the back side of this device, where you can see how it's powered, right? This is, of course, a European voltage level thing. Ooh, that's a little bit of that stuff. But there's a SCSI port, another SCSI port, and a SCSI ID, toggle switch, which I won't turn because it might be brittle, going by the age of this thing. But it is a very interesting device in itself because it opens up here and then allows you to slide in. Let's see, I haven't done that yet. Right, like this entire contraption, and that seems to be quite wiggly. I'm sure about that, and I am not familiar with this device, so I won't force it, but I'm guessing it will go in a little bit further or farther than that to be able to scan film, which will be most likely running right here. So it is an interesting device, and let me protect this little item quite quickly, because it is a proper film scanner, either slide or negatives or APS, right, film. And it uses SCSI, which isn't that interesting. You need to find an interface for that, but I've got a couple of cards I can try out for that. But digitizing film is a hassle. It's expensive, and the results are low resolution if you get it done at a cheap place. That's just the fact of life. So one of the wonderful things about this is that it makes home scanning in a semi or even, low-level professional fashion possible. This device does 2750 by 2750, dots per inch. Did I say that right? Might be 2700 by 2700 going by this, but it is a quote-unquote high-resolution scanner. Now, there are higher resolution scanners for physical analog media, so for film, slides, and APS-C cartridges out there, although they are very, very, very expensive. Now, for me, this is very interesting. I can get quite some nice photos with my current analog photography from this device in a digital format at a high quality. It isn't the highest quality Canoscan out there in this form factor, in this design, but it is one of the closest ones I found just by chance. So I'm quite happy. This is NikitaNet saying I hope you found this video interesting, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.